Okay, so you guys have been sending in a ton of stuff lately, and this one's really got my attention.
Yeah.
This financial freedom blueprint thing.
Yeah, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, and it's articles, courses, all sorts of stuff. And what really jumps out at me is
Right away.
it's not like,
A get rich quick thing.
yeah, like
Yeah,
those,
none of that.
it's much more,
It's different.
yeah, it's about like being stuck financially and then like really taking control. I don't know, it's like a roadmap to
To like really having choices.
choices, exactly, freedom, right?
Financial liberation, that's the
Yeah.
idea.
And so what we're going to try to do today is really go through all this stuff,
The stuff everyone sent.
yeah, and figure out like what are the big ideas, what are the steps these guys are talking about, and hopefully give you a sense of,
What it's really all about.
yeah, exactly. And if it's even something, you should even care about.
Right, exactly.
So when we talk about a blueprint, I mean, where do we even begin? What does financial freedom even mean, in this whole like framework?
Right. Well, I mean, from what we've seen, the big idea is actually pretty simple,
Yeah.
but it's kind of powerful too. It's this idea that you can do what you love when you want, and money isn't,
A problem.
not a constant stress. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about like having piles of money.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like, how do you actually live your life?
Right.
Money's just a tool
Right.
to help you get to where you want to go.
To reach your goals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, one of the things I think that really struck me is,
Was it the
yeah, it was the part about our mindset
oh, huge, right.
and how,
Like how we think about money.
yeah, it was William J. Choi.
Choi. Yeah. Yeah. He's all over this stuff.
Yeah, and he was talking about the like philosophical part of it.
Yeah, the philosophy.
And that just seems so important.
Right. Because if you don't have that,
You're sunk before you even begin.
totally, yeah. And he says, a lot of us, we have all these negative ideas about wealth,
Mm-hmm.
and they can really sabotage us. Right.
I never thought about it like that.
Right. So the blueprint says you got to flip that, like completely.
Turn it around
Yeah. So you see money as just a tool.
like a hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just there, neutral.
Like you trade your time and work and you get money.
Yeah. And you use it for stuff. You need stuff you want. It's just that simple.
So it's the first step, it sounds like.
It's fundamental. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Like when you think about money, what comes up for you?
It's funny you should ask that because
Yeah.
I think we all like carry some baggage with us,
Oh, for sure.
some emotional stuff about finances. I mean, at least I know I do.
Oh, yeah, totally. So that's really the first thing.
It is get rid of the bad vibes.
Get rid of the bad vibes, yeah.
So then you mentioned something called like value-based earnings or something.
Oh, right. That's a big one. And that one's all about breaking the link between your time and how much you earn.
Yeah. Okay, so instead of like an hourly wage.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So the idea is, you got to figure out what you're really good at, skills,
Yep.
services, maybe even creating a product.
Something that people want.
Exactly. And you get paid for the value you bring.
Not just for showing up.
Right. Not just punching the clock.
So it's like how much impact you're having.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. I like that.
And there are specific people behind this whole blueprint idea,
Oh, yeah. Who are the big names?
Or Choi, definitely, right? Like we talked about.
Right. Yeah, he's got that.
Yeah. He has this 10-step plan.
10 steps. Wow.
Yeah. And the first step is all about figuring out your personal North Star.
What is that? Like
It's your big goal, like
that's
financially.
where you're heading.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what do you ultimately want?
The end goal.
The end goal. Yeah.
And then you work backwards from there.
Exactly. And that's why he's so big on mindset.
Right. It's all connected.
It is. Yeah. You got to have the right mindset to even start figuring out that North Star.
That makes sense. And then there's that other guy, right? Jerry something.
Oh, Jerry Fetta. Yeah. He's big in this space too.
Wealth Dynamics, right?
That's him. Yeah. He does this wealth building thing. And he's written a book, The Blueprint to Financial Freedom.
So it's like
a practical guide. Yeah.
Yeah. So they both talk about blueprints, but
they approach it differently. Yeah.
right. Like Choi is more about mindset.
And the big picture. Yeah.
Yeah, and Fed is more about like the tools.
The how-tos. Yeah.
And there's even a whole course, right?
Yeah. The Financial Freedom Blueprint course. Yeah.
How much is that?
It's like $397 or something.
Wow,
It's an investment.
yeah, but they say it's worth it, right?
Well, they claim it's like having your own financial planner, but way cheaper.
Oh, okay. So like customized advice.
Oh, exactly. And they give you a plan.
A step-by-step plan.
Yeah. And it's all about doing things in the right order.
Okay, so it's not just like what to do, but when.
Exactly. That's the key.
And who puts this course together?
Some certified financial planner, I think.
Oh, so they know their stuff.
Yes, supposedly.
And there's also an audiobook, right?
Oh, yeah, saw that. Financial Freedom Blueprint. A proven system for managing your money.
What's in that? Like, what kind of things does it cover?
Pretty much everything, I think.
Yeah.
Well, starting with like setting goals.
Oh, yeah, goals.
It's got to be SMART goals.
Oh, right, smart.
Yeah, specific, measurable, achievable, the drill.
Right, relevant, time-bound.
Exactly. And then budgeting, different ways to do it.
Like what?
Well, like zero-based budgeting, where you account for every dollar.
Oh, wow.
Or the envelope system, cash for different categories.
Oh, right. My grandma used to do that.
Yeah, it's old school, but it works.
Yeah.
And then there's the 50-30-20 rule. So 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt.
Oh,
Yeah. And then there's stuff about side hustles and passive income.
Yeah, making extra money.
Right. And then how to get rid of debt.
Yeah, like snowball and avalanche.
Exactly. And then like emergency funds, retirement accounts.
401ks, IRAs.
Yeah, all that stuff. And then like investing, insurance.
Taxes too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then like even planning for big life events.
So like buying a house, having kids.
All of it, yeah. It's pretty comprehensive.
It is. Wow. Okay, so we've talked about the philosophy, the people, the resources.
Yeah.
Now, how do you actually do this? Like, what are the steps?
Right, the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, and we talked about the North Star thing.
Yeah, that's got to be the first step, right?
So it's like really important to have that figured out.
Absolutely, yeah. Like it's like if you're going on a road trip,
Yeah.
you got to know where you're going, right?
Yeah, have a destination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And without that, you're just driving around aimlessly.
Yeah. So like, what would be some examples of a North Star?
Well, it could be anything, right? Like early retirement,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
traveling the world, starting a business.
Whenever you want.
Exactly. And that goal, that's what drives you, it helps you make decisions.
So when you're tempted to buy that new whatever.
Yeah, you ask yourself, does this get me closer to my North Star?
I like that.
Yeah. And it keeps you motivated, too.
Keeps you on track.
Exactly.
So what would you say your North Star is?
Oh, man. That's a good question, I think.
It doesn't have to be like super specific.
I know, but it's something I'm still working on.
Yeah, me too, actually.
But that's the point, right? You got to figure it out.
Yeah, and we talked about like changing your mindset.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
And there's some specific things, right?
Yeah, like getting rid of all the negative stuff.
Like feeling bad about money.
Yeah, like guilt, scarcity, all that.
And then seeing money as just a tool.
Right. Like we said before, neutral.
And then there was that other thing, like believing you can actually make money.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Like, you got to believe you can actually do this.
And then the last one was about spending, right?
Yeah, it's not about, like, never spending money.
Right.
It's about, like, thinking of spending as an investment.
Oh, okay. Like investing in yourself.
Exactly, yeah. Like, maybe you spend money on a course to learn a new skill.
Right.
Or you buy a nice suit for a job interview.
That makes sense.
It's about thinking long term, yeah.
So it's not just about cutting back. It's about spending wisely.
Exactly.
And then there was that thing about systematic implementation, I think.
Oh, right. That was Jerry Fetta's thing.
Yeah. What's that all about?
So he's all about having a system, a clear set of steps.
So not just like random things.
No, it's got to be logical order, like building a house.
You got to start with the foundation.
Exactly. And he tells business owners to start with their end goal.
Like their North Star.
Yeah, and then work backwards.
Oh, okay. So figure out the steps to get there.
Right, and it's like reverse engineering your success.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and you can apply that to personal finances too.
So like imagine your ideal life.
Yeah, and then figure out how much money you need to make that happen.
And then break it down into smaller steps.
Exactly.
And the blueprint talks about all the regular stuff too, right?
Yeah, all the basics.
Like budgeting, saving, all that.
Yeah, so setting SMART goals like we talked about.
Right.
And then budgeting, there are different methods.
Oh, yeah, like zero-based envelope, 5E 30-20.
Exactly. And then finding ways to make more money, like side hustles.
Passive income.
Right. And then getting rid of debt.
The snowball and avalanche methods.
Exactly. And then having an emergency fund.
Retirement accounts, too.
401ks, IRAs, all that stuff.
And then investing, insurance.
Taxes, planning for big life events.
So it's like a whole system.
It is. Yeah, it covers everything.
Now, does this actually work? Like, is there any proof?
Well, the course website has testimonials,
Oh, yeah. People saying it's good.
Yeah, like some financial bloggers say it's really thorough.
And they actually made a plan.
Like, Yeah, like a complete financial plan.
And one guy said it was, like, detailed and well thought out.
Yeah, and Jerry Fetta, he talks about his clients
Oh, right,
and
right.
how they've used his methods to build wealth.
So it seems like it's working for some people.
Yeah, it seems like
And what's really different about this, I think,
is that it's so structured, right?
yeah, it's not just random tips.
Right, it's a step-by-step process, and the order matters.
So it's like a roadmap.
Yeah, and it's not just about what to do, it's about when to do it.
And are there any, like, downsides?
Well, they don't really talk about that in the materials,
Right, right.
but I mean, the course is expensive.
Yeah, $397.
So that's a barrier for some people.
And this whole financial freedom thing, it takes time, right?
Yeah, it's a long game.
It's not a quick fix.
No, definitely not.
And, I mean, everyone's different, right?
Yeah, so what works for one person?
Might not work for another.
Exactly, and it depends on how much you make, how much debt you have.
And how disciplined you are, I guess?
Yeah, so there's no guarantee.
Right, right. And how does this whole blueprint thing relate to, like, FIRE,
Oh, the FIRE movement, yeah.
financial independence, retire early?
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap.
They both want to be financially free.
Right, so you don't have to work.
If you don't want to.
Exactly. But FIRE is really about saving a lot.
And investing in index funds.
Yeah, like really aggressively.
And this blueprint, it's,
More flexible, maybe?
yeah, like it talks about entrepreneurship.
And side hustles, yeah.
And it's not just about being super frugal.
Right, it's about making more money, too.
So they both want the same thing.
But they have different ways of getting there.
Yeah, and one of the sources,
Yeah,
it talked
Fire Month.
about,
Was it the one about...
yeah, about classical liberal economics
Oh, right, right.
and Milton Friedman.
Oh, yeah, what was that about?
So it's saying that financial freedom,
Like being in control of your money.
yeah, is really important for, like, freedom in general.
Oh, okay, like political freedom.
Yeah, so Friedman, he believed that if you're not financially free,
You can't really be free at all.
yeah, like the government can control you more easily.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this whole blueprint thing, it's not just about money.
It's about, like, a bigger idea of freedom.
Exactly.
So how is this blueprint different from other ways of planning your finances?
Well, like traditional retirement planning,
Yeah, that's all about saving for when you're old.
like 65, right?
Yeah, and the blueprint, it's more about,
Being free sooner.
yeah, and it's more comprehensive,
It covers more ground.
Right, and it's different from those debt-first strategies.
Oh, right, where you paid off all your debt first.
Yeah, the blueprint says debt is important, but...
You don't have to be debt-free to start building wealth.
Right, and it's not just about making a ton of money either.
Like those high-income strategies,
Yeah, the blueprint says you can be financially free.
no matter how much you earn,
Right, it's about managing your money well.
and investing it wisely.
Exactly, and it's not just about being super cheap either.
Like extreme frugality.
Yeah, the blueprint says you got to make more money too.
It's more balanced.
Yeah, it's a combination of things.
So overall, what is this financial freedom blueprint?
Well, in a nutshell, I'd say it's a system
A system
for getting control of your finances.
and your mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you figure out your big goal, your North Star,
And then you follow these proven steps.
and you got to change your mindset about money.
So you see it as a tool, not a problem.
Right. And it's a process, It takes time and effort.
But there are resources to help you.
Yeah, like the course, the audiobook.
And there are people who have used this to become financially free.
That's right. But it's not a magic bullet.
You got to put in the work
Yeah, and your results might be different.
than someone else's. But the whole idea of like being aware of your money mindset,
That's huge.
yeah, that's helpful for everyone.
Totally agree.
So if you're looking for more financial freedom,
This blueprint is definitely worth checking out.
but you got to decide if it's right for you.
Yeah, if it aligns with your values and your situation.
And if you're willing to put in the effort.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been a really interesting deep dive.
Oh, yeah, it's been eye-opening.
And hopefully you guys listening, you've gotten a lot out of it.
And we've got one last thing for you.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
So think about this. What's your personal North Star?
You know, that big financial goal.
Yeah. And what about your beliefs about money?
Like, do you have any negative thoughts holding you back?
Maybe you're not even aware of them.
And think about what you can do today, right now,
Like one small step.
to start moving towards financial freedom.
Even if it's just like making a budget.
Or reading one of the articles we mentioned.
It all starts somewhere, right?
Yeah, it does. All right, thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.